Hello, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and this is episode 100 of my series in which I will try to collect 1 billion iron ingots. In today's episode, I'm actually going to be working on kind of automating my tower building. And let's just take a look out here real fast. If we take a look at all my buildings, or at least most of my buildings, they follow a pretty specific template here. Sometimes I change the material that I use, however, the tower is designed in much the same way, and I can automate this, or at least most of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a site for a new building, which I already have picked out. I already have the land cleared for it, and then we are going to build a machine that can automatically raise a tower. So first off, we're going to be using funky locomotion and actually additions to make this mechanism. So first off, let's get a bunch of stuff that I know we're going to need. I don't know if let's grab a timer. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to use a timer or not, but we can go ahead and grab one. We probably will. Obviously redstone block. We are going to need some power here, so energy cells. And I'm going to grab 2, and I can always grab more if I need them. Let's grab some flux duct. And we need, for the heart of this machine, we need placers, auto placers. And so let's grab a bunch of these guys. I'm not sure how many I'm going to need. Next thing is I'm going to take a nap, and then we are going to head over to the site, and I will see you when we are at the site of the new building. And here we are at the site of our new building. Obviously, this is kind of my, I don't know, second base, I guess you might be able to say. But anyways, I'm going to build it opposite of my big nuclear building over here, and I'm going to build it right in this area right here. So first off, what I'm going to do is let's actually make a decision here. What material should I use for this building? I've used emerald, gold, iron a couple times. Let's look into maybe... I can't do copper, actually. I could do copper. I just don't really want to. What's something that looks cool? Let's actually just look up blocks real fast. Redstone crystals. How about Palace? Palace crystal blocks. So actually, let's see. I have some, but we're gonna need to make more. So let's get a laser reconstructor here, and I don't think that's what it's at. It's called atomic reconstruction. My bad. Let's get one of those. We're also gonna need a lot of lapis. Let's go down here so we can grab some energy. Let's create a little hole. And what we can do is place our atomic reconstructor right here. We're going to need a button and some flux duct. I have the flux duct. And then a button. Actually, let's just get rid of all this stuff for a second, just to make this a little bit easier. Going to need a button and then a bunch of lapis. And I do have this automated, so let's just tell it to make something like 10,000 of these guys. And so while that's going on, we can go ahead and test this real fast. So that works. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to wait for... Actually, I can just go ahead and do this off camera. The process is pretty simple. We're just going to throw a bunch of lapis in there and hit it with a laser. I don't think it takes a whole lot of power, so I think all of these were converted in the first pulse. So it won't take very long to make a bunch of these palace crystals, and I'm going to be back once I have a good amount of those made. So I have a bunch of my palace made, and I think I have somewhere around 4,000 here, and that should be a pretty good amount for right now. So let's go ahead and tear this thing up real fast because it's kind of an eyesore down here. And then we can get to making our little rig. Okay, so where's the elevator? There she is. first off, we need to know exactly what the dimensions are going to be here. So actually, we're going to lay down the base layer ourselves, because the base layer is a little bit different. Obviously, it has just blocks around the bottom here. So we're going to go ahead and do that ourselves. And that's the doorway there. This building right here actually has slightly different dimensions than most of my towers. So when we look at this in finality, it will be a little bit different, as we can see right here, because this is the first corner. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That should be door. Okay, yeah. And actually, I need to get rid of all these the second layer that I placed on some of these. I think this is going to look pretty cool. Hopefully it does anyways. I have no idea what I'm going to use the building for, but I think it's going to be a neat little mechanism here that we can use to build towers. Unfortunately, I've spent quite a bit of time building towers, and it especially since I build towers in very much the same way over and over again, it gets kind of old. So by implementing this method, we should have a nice easy way to make these things. So let's get rid of these real fast, and let's get out our stuff that we're going to need. We're going to need auto placers. I'm not sure how many, but let's grab 2 stacks. Actually, let's just go ahead and grab 3 stacks. I don't think I need that many, but whatever. Let's grab a bunch of frames, because we're going to need those. Let's grab energy cells. Let's grab these singles here. And then we need our frame, slider, pusher, a redstone block, and a timer. Okay, that should be cool. And basically what we're going to do here is... Actually, this isn't... What we need to do is we need to place these all the way around, and they actually need to be facing down, but for right now we're going to have them facing out, because I think what we're going to do is we're going to have to dig underneath real fast and actually get rid of the blocks we already have placed, because I don't know that there's a really easy way to get these to face downward and to know they're facing downward. Actually, I'm going to try it out before I destroy a bunch of stuff. I know I can rotate them with wrenches. Okay, I think that one's actually facing down. Okay, that one's facing up. Okay, I think this will actually work. What I need to do now is I need to rotate all of these so they're facing down, and then I'm going to be right back. Okay, I should have all of these guys facing down. And what we're going to do real fast to just check this out is we're going to dig right here, and we can see that these two are facing down. At least I'm pretty sure all of them are. I guess I can't say I'm 100%, but we'll find out a little bit later if I have all these right. Now the next thing obviously is to place frame blocks, and it needs to be all the way around right here. So this is pretty easy. Just place these all the way around. Make sure to be touching all of these placers. Whoops. And I guess I don't need to keep clicking, I can just hold the thing. Okay, here. Okay, that is all the way around. Now we need a drive mechanism to make this thing move, and that shouldn't be too hard. I think what we're going to do is build a little platform. Actually, the platform needs to be almost vertical. So I'm just going to build a 5x5 platform right here. I'm also going to have like a wall. And I think over here is where our drive mechanism is going to be, because we need a frame slider right here, and it needs to be facing up. And I'm shift clicking right here so that the blue doesn't move. So we have that facing up. We have this frame pusher, and it also needs to be facing up. Whoops. We need a redstone block on one side over here. We need a timer right there, and this needs to be set. Right now we can just set it to, I think every 5 seconds will be good. We'll set it to 100, but for right now initially we'll set it to 10,000 so it shouldn't move for a while. And then we are going, actually let's set it to longer than that. Let's set it to 100,000, and then we need the energy over here, so let's place this down out to the left and also out to the top, and we need a couple flux duct. So bada boom, everything should have power, should slide up. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to start placing blocks in these auto placers. So let's clear out our inventory real fast. And we need to choose what we need. So I guess we've already chosen. We need palace. And we also need glass. Actually, I should not have done that. So what I'm going to do to start off is I'm going to throw 2 blocks palace in there, 2 blocks of glass, 2 glass, palace again, so on and so forth. And I think I can go ahead and do this off camera. This is going to take a little while to fill all of these guys up because I need to fill up all of the auto placers. So I'm going to be back after I have that done. Okay, I should have all of them filled up with the materials that they need. Some of them have palace crystal blocks, and some of them have glass. Hopefully everything's set up correctly. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set this timer to 100. And let's see if this thing starts moving. Theoretically, it'll start going up. And theoretically, it'll also place blocks. Now, obviously, on the bottom here, we're going to have a little bit of an issue with this right here, but we can quickly correct that. It looks like everything's cool so far, which is fantastic. Now, obviously, in the future, I could use this rig to construct more buildings, and I probably will, to be honest, because this rig looks awesome. This is pretty fantastic. This is going to be a lot quicker. So what I'm going to do is let's punch this out and fix this. And let's also do the floor, and we'll just let that thing run for a while because that's what it does. And we'll see how tall this thing can get and how fast it can do it. But for right now, I'm just going to go about my normal business here. And I'm going to clear out a floor for stone, and I'm going to put some stone down. And yeah. Yeah. I was going to say, I think I have this in 3x3 mode. Glad I did. But anyways. This is cool. Everything looks to be working pretty fantastically. I have 2 stacks of material in each auto placer, so that means this thing can build 128 high if I so wish. So that sounds like that would actually be my tallest tower, I think, other than this ugly behemoth over there. But yeah, I don't know that I've actually built a tower on camera in a long time, or if I ever have, to be honest. So this might be a first. A lot of times I would actually dig out a basement at this point, but oh, I also need to get rid of those. But I'm not going to do that right now because I really have no idea what I'm going to use this building for. So let's clear out a bunch of sand. Let's grab some stone. And this is the problem. I have too many things coming in and going out on my AE system. Can't grab what I want. Okay, so that should be good. I also need a couple doors, if I can spell. I also need a couple palace blocks. And let's grab an elevator. The elevator can go back here. This corner. The palace blocks go over here. Let's grab this guy. That's fantastic. Look at that. Oh my, this is really causing some lag here. Okay, that should be cool. Let's finish that up. And let's throw down these torches that I normally have. Whoops. And the doors. I think this is causing a buttload of lag. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Now I can get rid of these torches. I just kind of placed them down as placeholders so that way I knew which material needed to go in which auto placers. So let's place our torches inside of the building here, and then I think I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap up. This is kind of what I wanted to accomplish today, which was a nice little mechanism to build buildings. Looks like this thing is pretty successful. Obviously, there are still things we have to do. We have to put in each individual floor ourselves, although that might be automatable as well. But I think for right now, I'm gonna call this a pretty awesome build. And should we need another building over here, we have one. And should we need more buildings, we can build them. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is let's try something out. Let's go ahead and change this to a really large number. And let's see if we can't create a mechanism to move it laterally as well. So let's, because I really want to use this rig again in the future, so being able to move it around the world in other directions will be kind of key to being able to use that in other places. So what we're going to do here is let's grab a button, because that's probably how we're going to manually move it around the world, and then another slider and another pusher. And a few other things as well. I actually might have to get rid of the other slider and pusher as well, but we'll see. So, to be honest, we actually should have several different mechanisms here. One to move it like north-south, or actually we'll need like 4 different mechanisms. But anyways, one to move it north, one to move it east, one to move it west, so on and so forth. But for right now, let's just kind of prove the concept that we will be able to move this around the world. So that is actually good. Whoops. Didn't mean to fall. I need more area. Okay, that'll be good. Actually, hang on. No, I don't want to put it there because I need power. So I kind of need the redstone block to be over here, because I need to run power over here. And let's put our button down. I didn't think so. What I think we're going to have to do is every time we need to move it laterally, I think we'll have to get rid of those. Let's try this. Oh, I didn't want that to happen, because those auto placers are still active. Okay, so basically we have proved that we can move it side to side. For right now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move it back, and then I'm going to get rid of a bunch of that crap, as then I'm going to move it back over. And then, like I said, let's get rid of a bunch of this crap. Okay, nope. Oh, shit. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, these have palace blocks. Actually, that had all of the palace blocks. This has most of the glass. Unfortunately, this thing is a little fast. So what I'm trying to do here is this. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so basically we have this mechanism. It looks like it is functional. Let's replace this right here. This needs to be going up. And then our frame pusher here, let's put it back. This also needs to be up. That looks fantastic. For right now, I'm going to actually get rid of this timer so it doesn't move at all. Oh, and I forgot about those over there. That's fine, I can get rid of that later. In today's episode, I managed to build this automatic tower building rig, which is pretty awesome. It can automatically make towers of kind of any material I choose, just depending on what I throw in these placers here. Of course, it will be really nice for me because I build towers that are very similar to each other, and I build a lot of them, so this rig should be pretty useful in the future. As of right now, I have 855 million iron ingots, which is 85% of my goal of 1 billion iron ingots. If you liked this episode, give me a like. If you like my content, subscribe to my channel. And signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.